off sensitive content, but I'm going to shoot it out there because it's entering late stage, straight up genocide, and the pressure needs to go way up. And what I'm talking about is straight up no field executions in the street. All right, so that man's kneeling like that because he was on his knees when he was shot in the back of the head. This other guy also on the knees, back of the head, which is why the blood spatter pattern is right in front of them, not behind them. And the third guy probably as well. His hands are hidden under his body, but he was probably bound with zip ties as well. So 3 men today in Khan Yunis. Go south, they said. Right. But this is what Israel has been doing the whole time. They've been pushing ethical and moral boundaries, like a soft push, and then they get away with it, and then they full bore double down. So the first night of bombing on October 8th, I was like, they're dropping GBUs in Gaza. What the hell? And the second night, it was even worse. And the third was insane. They bombed the power station. Okay, fine, they got away with it. Then they bombed like a ton of power stations, sewage stations, schools. They bombed a school and it was a big deal. And then they bombed 15 schools because they got away with it. And they did that huge propaganda push to bomb El Shifa Hospital finally. Like there was like a week full of like digital graphics showing the tunnel system beneath freaking the hospital. And then they finally bombed it. And it was a huge deal. And they got away with it. And now they can just bomb pretty much anything because that's like the holy grail of what you're able to bomb, hospitals. And then we've had a recent week of Holocaust imagery, you know, with people being stripped, loaded into trucks, you know, put on their knees in an open field, and they got away with it. And now we've finally arrived at summary executions. We already knew they were killing civilians in the street, but now they're knees, head, dead. Yeah, and they're going to start doing more and bigger to see if they get away with it, and they'll get away with it. Then they will combine things that they've already gotten away with. So they'll combine the stripping with putting guys into a defilade field, and then they'll combine that with summary execution. And there you have it, straight up mass grave status. And they'll get away with it. Because you see, that's what an abusive fuck does. Pushes boundaries, gets away with it, and then all of a sudden, they can just do and abuse however they want. And that's Israel. You know what I do and what I've done? I can spam this video to everyone in my personal life on social media. It's going to cause problems. And then people who don't have social media, you can just download it and like send it out on emails to like your congressman, your senator. Someone's going to see it. Do you condemn field executions without due process or trial of unarmed civilian non-combatants? Let's start there.